Well, it is Friday, September 29th, and we are doing something that we did not know we would be doing yesterday at this time. We are hiking out to spend the night at LeConte Lodge in Great Smoky Mountains National Park. This is a hike we've done a bunch of times as a day hike from lots of different trails. We've never been able to get a reservation at the lodge. And yesterday afternoon, around 2:15, the lodge concessionaire posted that they had a spot that was open, and Kelly called and snagged it. So, we did a quick turnaround and packed our backpacks. I canceled a whole bunch of stuff for work that I was supposed to be doing. Sorry, y'all, if you're watching this video. But I got a surprise for my anniversary, so that's where we are. So we're gonna do about 8 miles out to the lodge. Start on the Appalachian Trail, and then we will pick up the Boulevard Trail. At the lodge, we're gonna have dinner and porch snacks and get to see sunset and sunrise from up there, which we've never gotten to do before. And we're gonna have breakfast in the morning, and then we will hike out tomorrow on our 16th wedding anniversary. Fall colors are not quite here yet, but they are coming in. They're definitely in more than we expected. We have been trying to find a last minute reservation up here for like 8 years. I don't know, maybe less than that, maybe longer than that, but it's been a really long time. And usually when we see them, they don't work for us for whatever reason, but usually the cancellations happen because it's going to be really crappy weather up here, like rainy or super cold or unpleasant. But the weather this weekend is gorgeous, like wonderful temperatures, very little chance of rain. So not only did we get a chance to come up here, but we're gonna get to be up here when it's pretty. So, yay. The trail's pretty, but no view. We just stopped for a snack break at one of our favorite places on this trail. It's like this open section of rock that has chains built into the wall, and some days there's a lovely view. It's very pretty today, but it's not quite an open view. We've been in and out of the clouds on this hike, kind of rising above them and then dropping down into them. The actual summit of Mount LeConte is this rather unexciting pile of rocks right there. So that's the peak, but the lodge itself is downhill just a little bit from here.
You can't see me.
Yeah, you can actually. The light changed. So this is our little lodge room. It's really cute. Well, it's much nicer than packing up a tent. So we've got clothes hangers. We have a propane heater, which is going to be awesome. We did not plan for. One of the amenities is a mirror, a lovely mirror. Our room has a double bunk bed in it. So 4 people could share the cabin, but we decided not to invite anybody else on this trip, so maybe in the future.
It's our anniversary day.
And we have all kinds of little goodies. We have a kerosene lantern. We have a key to a bathroom with flush toilets. We have a book that we haven't looked through yet. We have a bucket that we can fill up with hot water, which was a big surprise. I had no idea that was going to be here. So if we want to clean up later, which I don't know if we will, because we're just used to being stinky. But we have a bucket and a wash basin that we can use with some soap if we want to clean up. It looks like we got a free sticker.
Hey.
And we have coffee mugs, so we can get lemonade or hot chocolate or coffee. We will not drink the coffee, but we'll probably go get some other drinks from the lodge and enjoy the day.
Yeah. Ooh, it's cold.
Well, we enjoyed sunset from the cliff tops viewing area. Pretty much the whole crew of people who are staying at the lodge came out. Probably not everybody, but it was a pretty big crowd. I think the lodge holds about 60 people between the cabins and the little lodge rooms. So it was not 60 people, but it was a big crowd. And we're moseying down the cliff tops trail now. Gonna hang out in the lodge a little bit. We had a family style dinner of soup, cornbread, beef, beans, apples, peaches, mashed potatoes, and chocolate chip cookies. So it was a lot of food, more than we needed, and more than you'd get if you were backpacking up, but not necessarily like home cooking, because they're cooking in a kitchen on top of a mountain with not a lot of power or resources. Well, good morning. It is pitch black outside, and we are hiking up to Myrtle Point to try to watch the sunrise. It sounds like there's a bunch of people behind us that are doing the same thing. It's really nice up here right now, not very cold. In fact, I think the biggest mistake we made on this whole trip so far was using the heater in our lodge, because it turns out we really just didn't need it. And we would have slept a lot better if we had been colder, because that's how we're used to sleeping, especially when we're sort of outside. Well, we are on our way out. Had family style breakfast this morning. Pancakes, biscuits, grits. There's a lot of carbs. There are also some eggs and some ham and tang, which is apparently the breakfast tradition up here. We had tiny little glasses of tang. It was good. And so we're heading out just around 8:45 or so. We had the 8 or so miles back to the car. Looks like the fog has potential to burn off and clear up, but even if it doesn't, it's super pretty. Oh yeah, I feel like the leaves have changed. The clouds. Well, we are getting to the home stretch of our overnight backpack to Mount LeConte Lodge. We are on the Appalachian Trail and heading down to Newfound Gap. All in all, it looks like round trip to LeConte Lodge and back probably can plan on about 17 miles with 4,000 feet of elevation gain. More of those will be on the first day. There are 4 other routes you can take to the LeConte Lodge: Alum Cave Trail, Trillium Gap Trail, Rainbow Falls Trail, and Bullhead Trail. And Boulevard that we did is probably the longest, although it does not have the most elevation gain. Alum Cave is the shortest and has less elevation gain than the others. So that's the most common route. But the big challenge there is getting parking if you don't get a super early start in the morning. It might just be too stressful to try to figure that out. Still, most of the people we spent the night with last night had started at Alum. It was by far the most popular choice. This was a really fun experience. Definitely something I'm glad we did and would do again. It's not cheap, so I don't think it's the way I'm going to choose to spend all of my outdoor travel money, but I think just the chance to get to be up in the high altitudes of the Smokies for so long, to get to spend a sunset and a sunrise up there, to have shelter, to have some warm food, it's kind of priceless in its own right. And I think I could relive the half an hour we watched the fog roll through the valley this morning pretty much every day and be happy. So I think that's gonna be a wrap on this hike. If you enjoyed the video, please give us a like. Please consider subscribing or sharing our channel. And if you have any questions about what it's like to book a night at the LeConte Lodge or actually do the hike out there, either as an overnight or a day hike, let us know in the comments and we'll be happy to hop on and answer them.
Sitting on the bottom bunk.
You just did that for public.
I know. I didn't do it for public yet.